Hello everyone, this is Gina from the Embroidery Zone, and I just made this cute little teddy bear gift tag design, and I wanted to show you how you can make that. When you get this design, the first thing you want to do is take a look at the prediction worksheet that comes with it. It's going to have a couple of pages, the approval sheet, the worksheet shows you where the center is. The next couple of pages shows the elements in the design. If you go all the way to the very last page, which is the most important one, you'll see the applique shape template. And because this design is going to be a tag, it's going to show the front and the back, you're going to want to cut out 2 pieces of fabric of that exact size. Be sure that you print this out at 1:1 ratio so that it's the correct size. And I just like to use a temporary spray adhesive on the back of the paper and cut those shapes. So let's go back to the design, and I'm going to run the stitch player to show you the elements and when it's going to stop and what you need to do. So you can either cut the fabric pieces in advance or you can cut them in the hoop, but I don't know how you would do the back piece in the hoop. So I'm going to suggest that you cut the pieces out in advance. So I'm going to go ahead and run the stitch player. The first thing it's going to stitch is the placement line. That's going to show you where to put the fabric down, and the next one is the cutting line. If you were cutting it in the hoop, you would trim your fabric to this line and instead of using the exact shape. I don't think it's going to work in this one though, but it's in there for you if you need it. And the next thing it's going to sew is the tack down and the bear. And at this point is when you're going to take the hoop out of the machine, turn it upside down, and take a little piece of ribbon and make a little loop on the back, which I'll show you. We're going to do it over at the machine. We're going to make one. And put your second piece of applique fabric on the back, put it back in the machine. You're going to go ahead and push start again, and this satin stitch border is going to sandwich it all together and be clean on the back. So hope that makes sense. I was talking real fast. So let's go over to the machine and make one. This is the first time I'm making one, so let's pray that it comes out well. I forgot to mention that when you make this design, you're going to use a pretty good medium to heavy tearaway stabilizer in the hoop. I'm using my mighty hoop. And you're just going to hoop up that tearaway stabilizer. Okay, so here is the applique pattern that I printed out at actual size. And I'm just going to cut that out kind of haphazardly, like so. I'm going to take my temporary spray adhesive, which is not handy. Just a second. I like to use this good old KK100, and I'm just going to spray the back of that. Oh, if you've seen my videos before, I always spray stuff in my trash can so that I don't get oversprayed all over the place. And I'm just using this scrap piece of fabric that has little designs all over it. Oh, it's awful. And yeah, I'm going to cut out 2 of these, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've loaded the design in the machine, and I did a quick trace to make sure it's going to fit, which it will. And let's go ahead and do the placement line. And then I'm going to take the piece that I cut out, spray that with temporary adhesive. So take this out so I can see it better. Okay, well, that piece of fabric was way too flimsy. It was an old pillowcase or something. So I went back And I cut out some felt just so we can test this design. Let's continue on. Now it's going to do that cutting line, which we won't need, but it's going to do it anyway. Now it's going to go ahead and do the tack down stitch, which is going to cover this edge and sew the bear. I'm going to flip it over and put that piece of second piece of applique fabric here and your little piece of ribbon, which I think I'll put down here. Let me spray that. Oops. Hang on. Yeah, I just stuck the ribbon underneath there with a little cross. Oh, take it out of the hoop. Oh, my little ribbon caught on the edge. Be sure you don't do that. And then, of course, you would just peel off the tearaway. And I think now that I've done this, that was a mistake. I think I'm going to include this shape so that you can use it as a label. And I'm also going to make one this way, have the bear go this way so that you can use it as a hang tag. So I did wind up including both of these shapes in this listing in my Etsy shop, which is linked below.